Welcome to Hollywood Bulletin. Today, we take a heartfelt journey through the life of Carol Burnett, the woman who made America laugh for over a decade and left an even deeper mark with her honesty, pain, and resilience. She made millions laugh for 11 years straight, but in 1977, one unforgettable sketch moved her entire crew to tears. Critics called it brilliant, awards followed, but Carol never watched that episode again. Not once. It was simply too real. Born April 26, 1933, in San Antonio, Texas, Carol's early years were shaped not by fame but by pain. With both parents battling alcoholism, she found refuge in her grandmother's tiny Hollywood boarding house. Surrounded by addicts, the mentally ill, and others scraping by, young Carol lived on just $20 a week. But her grandmother gave her what no one else had: unconditional love. To cope with the chaos, Carol invented a fictional twin sister named Karen. She'd climb fire escapes, change outfits, and return pretending to be this confident, smiling girl. It wasn't just escapism, it was an early act of genius. Every Saturday, they splurged on movie tickets, stealing toilet paper from the theater bathroom because they couldn't afford their own. That's where Carol first heard Johnny Weissmuller's famous Tarzan yell, something she practiced obsessively and later turned into one of her comedy trademarks. Carol dreamed of becoming a journalist, hoping to fulfill her mother's failed writing ambitions. But when she couldn't afford the $50 UCLA tuition fee, a stranger stepped in and paid it, no strings attached. That single act changed her life. At UCLA, a theater elective awakened something powerful inside her. She switched majors and was soon named the most promising newcomer in the drama department. In 1954, another miracle occurred. At a San Diego party, a wealthy shipbuilder offered her and her boyfriend Don Saroyan $1,000 each to chase their Broadway dreams again, with 3 rules: never reveal his name, use the money only to get to New York, and help others if they ever made it. They did. They moved to NYC, lived in a crowded rehearsal club, worked odd jobs, and started performing. A silly love song about Secretary of State John Foster Dulles earned her national attention on The Jack Paar Show and Ed Sullivan. By 1959, Carol was starring in Once Upon a Mattress, a Broadway hit that earned her a Tony nomination. 5 years to the day after getting that $2,000 loan, she paid it back, still never knowing who had helped her. TV came calling, and her breakout on The Gary Moore Show led to her first Emmy win. She mastered characters, timing, and audience interaction skills that would define The Carol Burnett Show. A 1962 Carnegie Hall special with Julie Andrews, greenlit after a truck driver gave Carol a ride home when execs saw her struggling for a cab, won multiple awards. Then, in 1967, The Carol Burnett Show premiered, and TV changed forever. Running for 11 seasons, it pulled in 30 million viewers weekly, broke barriers for women in comedy, and won 25 Primetime Emmys. Carol herself won Golden Globes and People's Choice Awards, while co-stars Harvey Korman and Tim Conway became legends. Conway especially was known for saving his best gags for live tapings, making every performance unpredictable. One of the most iconic sketches was The Elephant Story, where Conway's improv had everyone, Carol, Vicki Lawrence, Dick Van Dyke, completely losing control on stage, but not all moments were funny. In 1977, Carol performed The Gong Show's sketch as Eunice, a desperate woman seeking fame. There were no jokes, just raw heartbreak. The camera lingered on Carol's tear-streaked face as the lights dimmed. The crew cried. Carol never watched it again, saying it was too real. It mirrored her own childhood pain and the feeling of dreaming big only to be mocked. That sketch became so iconic it inspired the spin-off Mama's Family. Offstage, her life mirrored her art: beautiful, painful, and often complicated. Her first marriage to Don Saroyan fell apart after tragedy and stalled careers. Her second marriage, to TV producer Joe Hamilton, brought 3 daughters but also immense heartbreak. When a tabloid falsely accused her of drunken behavior, Carol sued and won. But the most difficult battle was watching her daughter Carrie fall into addiction at 13. Carol sent her to rehab after rehab. At one point, Carrie hated her for it, but later they reconciled and became best friends, even writing the play Hollywood Arms together just before Carrie died of cancer at 38. Carol's strength never wavered. She won legal guardianship of her grandson when her youngest daughter Erin's addiction spiraled out of control. Through it all, she kept performing. At 89, she stunned audiences with her dramatic role in Better Call Saul, where she delivered one of the series' most chilling moments. At 91, she starred in Palm Royale, earning an Emmy nomination, the oldest female nominee in history. Her voice work in Horton Hears a Who and The Trumpet of the Swan introduced her to a new generation. And her return to Broadway and putting it together reminded everyone that the stage was still her home. Carol Burnett is not just a comedy legend, she's a survivor, a trailblazer, and a woman who never stopped dreaming, no matter how often the world tried to crush her spirit. Thanks for watching Hollywood Bulletin. If Carol's journey inspired you, let us know your favorite memory in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss another story that shaped Hollywood history.